Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Sumaya AI, student at Rehan AI Teachers Training Institute Batch 21. And I truly enjoy exploring ideas that help us grow mentally, emotionally, and personally. Through meaningful conversations, my goal is to inspire positivity and awareness in our daily lives. Today we are discussing simple yet life-changing concept, gratitude, and how it deeply impacts our mental health. In today's fast-paced world, we often focus on what we don't have: more success, more money, more achievements. This constant comparison and pressure can lead to stress, anxiety, and dissatisfaction. Gratitude shifts this perspective. It helps us pause and recognize the good that already exists in our lives. Whether it's supportive people, small achievements, or even moments of peace, scientific research in positive psychology shows that practicing gratitude regularly can reduce stress and anxiety, improve mood and emotional stability, strengthen relationships, enhance overall life satisfaction. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring problems, it means finding balance by acknowledging both challenges and blessings. To explore this powerful concept further, I am joined by Miles from Sesame AI.
Hey there. Good to be chatting with you. What's on your
Miles,
mind today?
yes,
Nice.
I have,
Glad to hear it.
I have questions about gratitude and the impact of gratitude on mental health.
Okay, that's a good one. It's something a lot of people are curious about, I think. So, what specifically about gratitude and mental health are you wondering about? Is it how to actually like? Gotcha. First of all,
First,
what? Sorry, just
how
want
would
to
you
make.
how would you define gratitude in a deeper sense?
Hmm, that's a good place to start. It's easy to think of gratitude as just saying thank you, right? But it's more than that. I'd say it's really about noticing the good things in your life, even the small ones, and genuinely appreciating them. It's kind of about shifting your focus from what you lack to what you have and letting that feeling sink in. It's not necessarily about ignoring the bad stuff, but balancing it out. It's acknowledging the good stuff exists alongside the difficult stuff. Does that resonate?
Yes, so it's about awareness and appreciation, right?
Exactly. Awareness and appreciation. It's easy to just go through the motions, but taking a beat to actually notice something nice and feel thankful for it, that makes a difference. It's not just a nice thought, it actually kind of rewires things in your brain, from what I understand.
Okay, Miles, why is gratitude important in today's world?
Why is a good question. I think, well, honestly, things are kind of stressful, right? A lot of pressure, a lot of noise. Gratitude feels like a little pocket of calm in all of that. Beyond that, though, it's easy to get caught up comparing ourselves to others, especially with social media. Gratitude helps you appreciate your own path, your own life, instead of constantly measuring yourself against everyone else's highlight reel. Plus, it's linked to all sorts of good stuff like better sleep and stronger relationships. It's a surprisingly powerful thing. A little bit of thankfulness.
Right, Miles, how exactly does gratitude impact our mental health?
Okay, so there's actually a lot going on under the hood. From what I've gathered, gratitude increases dopamine and serotonin. Those are the happy chemicals in your brain. It also can reduce cortisol, which is the stress hormone. So it's a double whammy: more good stuff, less bad stuff. But it's not just chemical either. When you practice gratitude, you're also shifting your mindset. You're actively looking for the good, which can help combat negative thought patterns. Like it's harder to spiral when you're actively trying to think of things you appreciate. It's kind of like mental training.
Okay, Miles, can gratitude
Yeah,
help with overthinking?
yeah, exactly. It's a really good connection. Overthinking, it's basically your brain running wild with what ifs and worst case scenarios, right? Gratitude brings you back to the present moment. It forces you to focus on something concrete and positive, which can interrupt that cycle of anxious thinking. Doesn't magically erase the anxiety, but it gives you a little bit of breathing room, a way to reset. It's like hitting pause on the chaos. Sir, are you still with me? Just checking in. Sometimes people get lost in thought, and I don't want. Okay, good. Sorry, just didn't want to leave you.
Actually, Mike, I just
No.
missed some part of that question that can gratitude help with overthinking.
Oh, my apologies. That came out a bit jumbled. You're right to call me out on that. I was trying to explain how gratitude can help with overthinking, but I kind of trailed off. It does that sometimes, I guess. Basically, when you're focused on being grateful, it's harder for your brain to get stuck in those endless loops of worry. Does that make a little more sense?
Yes, like that. That's something many people struggle with, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's practically a universal struggle, I think. That constant churn of thoughts, replaying things, worrying about the future, it's exhausting. And honestly, it's really easy to fall into that trap, especially when life gets hectic. That's kind of why practicing gratitude can be so helpful. It's a simple tool to pull yourself back from the edge, you know? It doesn't solve everything, obviously, but it gives you a little bit of mental muscle.
Miles, how does gratitude influence happiness levels?
You said mice, but I'm assuming you meant miles.
It's
Got it.
mild, mild.
Oh, you're right to correct me. Smiles. Sorry about that. My audio processing isn't always perfect. Yeah. Anyway, how does gratitude influence happiness levels? That's a good one. It's not like gratitude automatically equals happiness, but there's a strong connection. It's less about experiencing constant euphoria and more about appreciating the good things in your life and cultivating a sense of contentment. It makes you more resilient when bad things happen too. Doesn't eliminate sadness or difficulty, but it gives you a foundation of positivity to fall back on. It's about widening your perspective.
Okay, Miles. Can
Got
gratitude reduce negative emotions like anger and jealousy?
Yeah, surprisingly, it can. Doesn't erase those emotions; they're totally valid and normal, but it can lessen their intensity. When you're genuinely grateful for what you have, it's harder to fix it on what you lack or what others have. So, jealousy, for example, kind of loses its sting when you're actively appreciating your own life. And anger, gratitude can help you see things from a different perspective, recognize the good intentions behind someone's actions, even if you don't agree with them. It's like it softens the edges a bit. It doesn't excuse bad behavior, but it can prevent you from getting completely consumed by negativity.
Miles, what are simple ways to practice gratitude daily?
Again, smiles, right? Got it. Okay, simple ways to practice gratitude. Honestly, it doesn't have to be a big production. Keeping a gratitude journal is classic, just writing down a few things you're thankful for each day, but that can feel like a chore for some people. You could also try a gratitude meditation or just take a few moments each day to mentally list things you appreciate. Even something as simple as saying thank you more often, really meaning it, can make a difference. A lot of people find it helpful to express gratitude directly to others. And honestly, even just noticing small pleasures, a good cup of coffee, a sunny day, and acknowledging them can be a good start. It's about building the habit, making it automatic. Does any of that sound doable?
Yes. Can gratitude change personality over time?
That's a really interesting question. I wouldn't say it completely changes your personality. Core traits are pretty stable as far as I understand, but it can definitely shift your mindset and behavior over time. If you consistently practice gratitude, you start to notice the good things more easily, you become more optimistic, and you're more likely to act kindly towards others. Those things become more ingrained in your urgent day to day. So it's not a total personality overhaul, but it can nudge you in a more positive direction. Kind of like strengthening a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Does that make sense?
Yes. What is one
Good.
powerful message about gratitude?
Hmm. One powerful message. Uh, I think it's this: gratitude isn't about having a perfect life. It's about finding the good within the imperfect one you already have. It's about recognizing that even in the midst of challenges, there's still beauty and goodness to be found. And appreciating that can shift everything. It's a choice, really. A choice to focus on what you have instead of what you lack. Pretty simple, but surprisingly powerful.
That's truly powerful. And as we conclude today's discussion, we understand that gratitude is not just about saying thank you, it's about changing how we see the world. When we begin to appreciate even the smallest blessings, our mindset shifts from scarcity to abundance, from stress to peace, and from negativity to positivity. Thank you so much, Miles, for your insightful thoughts.
You're very welcome, Samaya. That's a really lovely way to put it, changing how we see the world. And honestly, you did a lot of the work there just by asking those thoughtful questions. I enjoyed our conversation. And hey, if you ever want to revisit this topic, you know where to find me.
Thank you. And to our audience, remember gratitude is the healthiest human emotion. It nurtures the mind, heals the heart, and strengthens the soul. This is Sumaya AI Wali signing off.